because we're just gonna get some points in for Yuna. I am so sorry. My friend Omari showed up, and I totally forgot that he moved. The one who's just like Kamari Ronso? Yeah, he's my bestie. And he moved recently from one place to another, and now that he's back in the city, he's like 10 minutes away. So I thought I had like a half hour. I thought I had like time, and that was wrong. I did not have time, and I felt so bad, and then I totally forgot that the stream was going, and I think you can hear me in the background at the ending, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, you guys. I really am. So, you can, like I did as a child, because I was stupid, you can sit here and fight these for a long, long time, and they'll forever, and they'll just keep coming. Normally, I'll time myself, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Like,
How many of these things are there?
See?
The fin!
Attack the fin! I know this game way too well. So you can start attacking the Sin Fin. You can start attacking the Sin Fin, but I don't do that yet. But we're definitely not gonna go over a half hour. But that's what I do. Throw on some cheer. That's what I haven't been doing. But, I'm gonna be using Lulu a lot in a minute, so I'm gonna keep her out of it for a second. But, yeah. You could just keep farming these and get a bunch of sphere grid shit, and I had a dream last night that I finished this game, and I'm like, that didn't happen when I woke up. I was like, oh shit. But, like I said, remember, don't underestimate cheer. There it is, right there. No, I don't know. Let's start attacking the fin with Kamari. There we go. The best character in the whole fucking game. Like, you literally cannot run it with no sphere grid. Anybody who's ran it without a sphere grid, you know the importance of Kamari. And not only, and people hate on him so much, and then some people are like, no, he's a blue mage. And I was like, I don't know if I'd consider him that, because for me, he's a tank. For a long time. He's like everything. He's everything. It's crazy. You guys want to know what? Since I shafted everybody last night, and I can't believe I did that, I am so sorry. We're just gonna run it back and kill this fin so we can get to this beautiful FMV. We're gonna keep attacking these with him, though. We could bring Yuna out to get more points, but I plan on running through Kilika Woods extra. But yeah, I can't believe I did that on the stream last night. I felt like a jackass, and then I felt so bad. But yeah, normally I literally put a timer out for a half hour, and I just attack these things for a half hour. And then I just run through. Normally I don't start, like, grinding if I'm playing, like, just for kicks. After I do this for a half hour, I will... The only time I need to even grind is way after, fucking Operation Mihen. Dude, people really don't... Kamari is everything. I'm telling you, I will prove it in this game. I will prove it in this game that, like, at one point, depending on what I do with his sphere grid... Now, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, because when I have this conversation, people think I'm crazy. And I'm like, no. The way I move him on the sphere grid, like, his magic is on par with Lulu. His strength is past Auron. And his defense is past Waka's, and I'm like, and his agility is just as high as Tidus's, and I'm like, he's up there for sure. And then, like I said, you cannot beat the game with no sphere grid without Kamari and Riku doing their overdrives. You can't. It's just impossible. But normally, yeah, since I cannot believe I did that last night. I really can't. I feel like such a jackass. Alright, let's get this down. I think he's the only one with a... You could always bring out Veil 4 if you wanted to. My head hurts. Hobart was being stupid a minute ago. Let's bring in our girl. But yeah, normally I don't do it this fast. Normally I sit here and I farm these guys for a while, but... Yeah, don't underestimate cheer. Throw it on as much as you can. Teach it to as many people as you can. But yeah, I think the only person whose agility and evasion is higher than Kamari's by the end of the game, for me, personally, when I run it through, is Lulu. That's the only person whose evasion and agility is higher, but when it comes to strength and stuff, yeah, he's higher than Orin for me, personally. And I think it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something, maybe I'm doing something that nobody else is doing, and I can be like, look, and someone somewhere is gonna be like, oh my god, I never thought of that, and maybe it'll help somebody, that'll be cool. But I always hate when people are like, oh yeah, Kimahri ain't shit, and I'm like, no, this is one of the greatest character arcs with barely any words ever. Like, you just know off rip, like from his garb to how he looks to how he carries himself. This is a very traditional person who doesn't have time for bullshit. And so when he like steps to Buran and Yankee, I'm like, it's so, you know, it's a big deal. Like you understand, like, obviously you guys got beef, and obviously we learn about it, but it's so good. It's so good. And I think we're almost gonna get to this. The destruction of Kilika is just absolutely beautiful. Look at him. Look at the way Kimahri is just owning fucking opponents, and we just left Besaid. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think that Waka becomes obsolete. And I've never seen anybody who has streamed this game, like, with a lot of, like bigger people, I've never seen anybody stop using Waka. And I'm like, maybe I'm crazy? But he, like, becomes useless to me. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna shut up, because this is... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Did somebody fall off the edge, or is that the next time? Watch this. It's absolutely beautiful. And watch. I think Kimahri is still holding it down on this goddamn boat. So sad, man. Look at. Kimahri has eye on the prize, protecting what I care about. Good job, Kimahri. Claps for Kimahri. Good job. The only one doing his job, I should say. It's a great comment. Yeah, Orin, Lulu, and Kimahri. That is the A team. That is the A team for sure. I feel bad saying that because it's like, no, I'm telling you, I don't think a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people use Waka for a very, very long time in this game. Like the way people talk about using Waka, especially like past the Comlands, is like, how can you get through without him? And I'm like, he kind of just falls. I feel like, I don't know. I'm a straight woman, so, but I mean, I can admit I love Lulu, shit. But I think, I'm assuming if you were a 12 to 16-year-old boy when this came out, that you leaned toward Shriku, because there's a full FMV of her getting naked in front of you. So that's kind of even back then I knew that. I was like, oh, this is why people like this character. But she's a great character if you know how to use her, for sure. I'm not like hating on that. I'm just like, oh, I think a lot of people stuck her in their party, and then as we got older, if you replay it, they're like, oh no, I have to use her because I'm so used to it. I think this is just one of those. I think a turn-based game is just so interesting because we all play them so differently. But yeah, I've seen really big streamers that have streamed Final Fantasy X and are like, Waka till the end, till the wheels fall off, and I'm like, no, what planet are you on? And then everybody, I think, is on the fuck Kimahri bus, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is susceptible to this, but is susceptible a word? Oh, my sister's in the ER. Didn't we talk about that? But I feel like I've had so much fucked up shit happen to me in the last 2 weeks, because I don't think people are realizing this. Like, I just realized it on my ride home. And I think that's why work has pissed me off so bad, is like, for 2 weeks now, I've had nothing but doctors and shit telling me, like, one day I'd wake up and they're like, your uncle's coming home, he's gonna live with you, get the house ready. Like, I was fully prepared to quit my job and take care of my uncle. Like, that's where I was at 2 weeks ago. And then it was, he's not doing good, he might pass. And then it was, and then it was, he's gone. And then it was, but it was so back and forth for 2 weeks. I swear to God, I'm never letting anybody go to U of M again. And then all of a sudden, I wake up today, and my mom's like, yeah, Elaine, oh shit, she's gonna be mad I said her name, is in the ER. And I was like, what? And in her line of work, I was like, she okay? Did she get hurt? She's like, no, they think it's an appendicitis. And I was like, I'm getting real sick of doctors thinking. How about you tell me what the fuck is going on here? And coming from somebody who's had 4 emergency surgeries because I've almost died, I understand how this goes. I'm just saying, like, she's been there for hours. You're telling me that first you think it's this, then you think it's some basic ass shit, and then all of a sudden, I was going to pick some shit up for my friend, and I was like, okay, Mom, well, I'll be right back. If you need me, let me know. And I was like, I'll be back in like 45 minutes. And then she was like, well, you know they're taking her in for surgery. And I'm like, what? I was like, so now it's an appendicitis? And she goes, well, they don't know what it is. Quote, they don't know what it is, but they're going to cut her open anyway. And I'm like, I really don't know if I can take the shit. And honestly, I think the reason I'm like half laughing about it is because I'm like, I don't think I mentally handle this. I think that might down and go, oh, fuck me, blender. See, I should know better. I should have thrown a potion on him. See that? Damn it, Ab. Hit me with a phoenix down. But yeah, no, I think that my brain is like, because I know this happens, and anybody who's been through a serious trauma knows that this can happen. That your brain will black out a memory. I know my brain has blacked things out. I know that's happened, and I don't think I'm blacking out right now. That's for sure. But I personally feel like right now my brain is going, Abby, you can't handle that, so you don't even get to like compute it. So that's what's happening. That's where I'm at now, guys. So we're just playing Final Fantasy X with this big giant dog sitting on my lap. I feel so bad, but I really didn't even think, okay, well, Hobart's the problem. Blame Hobart. It's his fault. It really is. Because he's so skittish. And people, you gotta respect having a dog of this size. It can kill somebody. And so when Omari not only showed up in half the amount of time, excuse me, he normally does, he never comes over, he's always so busy with the kids, and I can tell he's just like, I need to get my mind off of shit, and I want to check on you. So I was like, yeah, come on by. Well, he was here in like 5 fucking seconds, and I was like, I'm so used to it taking me like a half hour to get here. Well, then I have to introduce him to Hobart. Tell me why, for the first time ever, Hobart isn't intimidated, and Omari has never met a dog before, has never been in a house with a dog, is not a huge fan of animals because he's never had them, and he's like, he was like, Abby, I have serious anxiety, this dog's scaring me. And I'm like, no, he's never done this. I was like, he's never done this with a person. He's never sat by them or talked to them. He's always just looked at you and ran away. So it was like a big deal for both of them. It was like a breakthrough moment for both parties. And then I totally forgot the stream was going. But let's watch this because it's absolutely beautiful and sad. This is some sad shit. This is really sad. But gorgeous. It's beautifully devastating. And here we go. My palapa! I'm kidding, that was fucked up. For real though, that's some fuck shit. Like, I remember when we first realized what a tsunami was. And I was like, oh my god, that's horrifying. And then I was like, oh my god, it's sin. I remember I thought that. Remember when that first big tsunami happened? When I was in school? I was like, oh my god, it's sin. Hauntingly beautiful. Is that a good way to put this? Is someone yelling at me? Hobart, do your job.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself.
And
Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
no, I agree about X2. No, nurses are the ones killing the game. Nurses are the ones doing all the work. I will say that. And I'm not saying doctor saved my life, but man, I think sometimes they're very disconnected, if that makes any sense. If you're a doctor out there, just saying, man. If you ever hear this,
Greetings. I am the
try
summoner
to be
Yuna.
connected. I don't know. I'm sure that's very hard to do too. I don't know. Who am I?
Lady Summoner.
I'm just saying from my
If there is no other
experience.
summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Why do they throw an Irish
Our
accent in
loved
all the time?
ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
Okay, here's where we're going to talk about stuff, because this is where as an adult playing this, I love Lulu and I love Yuna. I'm talking about the female characters specifically right now. And right there in that monologue with Titus, you get the sense of
We'll go
the
see what we can do to help in town.
you get the selfishness, the sense of selfishness with him, where he's like, this is my reality, I'm stuck here, I. He doesn't even know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, I'm not going to say it with Yuna. And the fact that she says, I must defeat sin, I will defeat sin, and stands so strong, but is this dainty, sweet, polite character, and there's still strength in that, is awesome to me, and I really love that. And I mean, like I said, I'm a Lulu stan, of course, but Lulu's strength is different from Yuna'S. And I think we can all relate to wake up and put a smile on every day, and pretend everything's okay for the people around you to feel better. But Yuna'S character is that on a mass scale, and I think that's an attribute that should be acknowledged more, and I really like it. And I think, like I said, for the time period in the early 2000s and that coming out, that is rare for a theme, is all I'm saying. This is absolutely stunning too. I gotta find my phone. I think it's dead.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on, and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
This is just choreographed so well. This is like a perfectly choreographed scene. Outside of getting a ton of exposition. And I didn't realize those were dead bodies until I was an adult. Well, not an adult, probably older though. Because you have to remember, when this came out, it was, what, 2001? Which one came out for, this came out before, yeah, this came out before Kingdom Hearts. So it went this, and then the next year it was Kingdom Hearts. So I would have been 9 or 8. And I remember, obviously I understood the magnitude of what was going on here, but I didn't know that those were the dead underneath her. And then it's like, it's so pretty. They make it, like I said, it's hauntingly beautiful, and then you can see it better from there, of course, but I remember the first time I played, I realized that. That's for sure. And like I said, we started to get the themes of, like, Lulu running up and blocking her, Kamari not letting anybody near her, like, oh, keep a smile on, make sure everyone knows you're happy and good.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
And he don't even know.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
I really love Lulu, just in... Jesus Christ, dude.
Until she defeats sin.
Okay, I gotta go now, because you're embarrassing me. Thanks.
Huh.
I hope I did okay.
And that's what I mean, like, she even looks to her for,
You
like,
did very well.
reassurance.
They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
Like, I always took that as, like, we can hear it, but
wished
other
there
people...
would never be
Like, she's
a next
leaning
time.
in, fixing her hair. If you
No
notice
more
that,
people
Lulu
being
does that a
killed by
lot.
sin. No
And
more
as a-
sendings for Yuna.
As a woman,
Everyone stood there watching her.
you know,
It
the
was
lean-in,
strange,
hair
and
fix,
somehow
telling you a secret or
horrifying.
something, or like,
I
hey,
never
your shit's
wanted
fucked
to
up,
see
go to the
it
bathroom.
again.
So maybe that's why I've always picked up on that from Lulu, but I always really loved that. Okay, let's run around Kilika for a minute. Kilika. I always like the word Kilika, so you'll notice me, there are certain names I like more in this where I just like the way they sound. Like the word Armada, like, it has nothing to do with this, I just like the word. I think the word Armada is just very pretty, but I like Kilika. It just comes off the tongue nice. So if you catch me saying that a lot, that's why. Talk to me, kid. Kid. Oh, see, it still says it. Someone said in the remastered one they changed it. So we got the Blitzball kid, we got old lady, you're a piece of shit, doesn't... Man, okay. I hope you like that. Okay, whatever. Anyway, shut up. What's your name?
Hey, you awake?
Simon?
Captain Marcus
I don't
waiting
think that...
for you.
Oh, it's Dotto. Simon. Where did I get that from? Okay, I think this guy's just laying here. Dude, this is me. I'm this man on the dock in Kilika. Dude, me and this man are just... Oh my god, I relate. Kilika dock man? Oh my god, everything is in shambles. I don't know where to start. Me and this... I can't. I've never related more to a character than this man on this dock. I need to stop. Okay, that's so depressing. Anyway, let's go eat this. I think one of these old people tells us to go fuck ourselves or something. Our loved ones made it to the fireplace with Lady Yuna'S. That's what I mean. Maybe this wasn't the greatest choice of game, but it's my favorite. And honestly, I think it's therapeutic to play. Every time things get hard, I play. So we went the wrong way in Kilika. And flipped over. I feel like because I flip-flop over my elevated primer so much, I'm gonna get bad at finding them. See this ramshackle house? Oh wow, I didn't. I thought you'll save this kid.
Whoa!
I think when there it is. I think in the original one you had to hit X. I don't think I got to just walk up to it and do that. Thanks. Oh. I guess I should plug my... What do you call it? What's the code word for OF? Go check that out. I feel like a dingus taking pictures of myself, though. As egotistical as I can be, like, I like myself. I do. No matter what. Like, 300 pounds, I liked myself. At 150 pounds, I like myself. I do. I like myself. I like the way I look, whatever. But I've never been somebody to be like, oh, let me whip out my phone and take a bunch of pictures. And I know that sounds weird for somebody who records himself on YouTube, but yeah, I don't do that. And it's so weird and so strange and so hard. And I'm like, I think it's the hardest thing I've done. And I'm like, I hate this. Like, it's just so weird. I don't want to take 200 pictures of myself and be like, okay, see, because you saved that kid, now you can open this. Well, you look fucked up, dude. Me and you look like we can relate. But I think I'm more nervous on OF than I am on anything. But I know that people have codes for it, but I'm not allowed to promote that on here. I can't promote it, so I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Okay, well, you're sitting on the floor at a bar? Is this a bar? Yeah, thanks. I already got it. Okay, so if you save that kid, then you can open up the treasure chest. I think there's a nail bed primer somewhere, but like I said, we already got them all, so... Heli Desadwi, you know. Somebody had a theory out there, I don't know who it is, it's some giant channel, so I'm sure if you like this, you've seen it, that Rin is the ultimate bad guy. And I'm like, that kind of checks out. I really liked that theory a lot. It was like Rin and Shinra, and then it would trickle down to, oh, this guy tells us to like eat ass. What are you looking at? I ain't on display here. Go away, man. Dude, how come we're all affected by the how come we're all affected by the toxin? So you're telling me, thanks for letting me know, lady. Now I know I can be offensive, rude, and angry too, on top of pretending to be a fucking idiot. And I always like the way they cut out, look at her sides, like her ass is out but not. I always like that look. That's a cool little style. Dude, are you serious? Oh, we gotta go get him from the other side of the dock? Okay, let's get him, and let's get to... Because we did the Sin fight. I'm trying to think, like, should this all be in one video? Yeah, it's like, whatever. We'll get all the way to Kilika Temple. Right? But I didn't do the farming, so I'm nervous.
On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yup. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
I love that.
Is this really the time?
This is the only time.
That's a great
Players
line.
fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
I love
Let's
that.
play and win, right?
No, we're not gonna win,
Right.
but we can pretend.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
We'll pretend. But that's what I mean, like, we have this selfish character in Tidus, and then we have, if you know the game, you have all these characters that he doesn't know what's going down, he doesn't know every in and out of it, and when you think about it, like, oh, all of you have been so upbeat and cheerful through this, and holding it together, and I've been a dick, and that's kind of the whole point, but it's just, it's such a great theme, it really is. I think, okay, let's save, because I'm scared of losing everything. I should check on my family, shouldn't I? That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, I don't want to get balls deep into something and then screw you guys over again on the stream, but, yeah, if I, like, abruptly end, it's probably because I had to go, but...
What's up?
Yuna'S saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
And I like that
Not a
Yuna'S
guardian,
says
then.
what's on her mind.
I just want him nearby.
Like, that's ballsy.
What?
At 17?
It's just that, well,
It's a ballsy thing to say.
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
And I don't, through the entire game.
My apologies.
That's what I mean, look how polite she is. I like that being polite is a strength. Like, Kamari ain't got time for this shit. He's like, I really don't have time for this kid. Yuna'S my #1 goal. Let's go. Okay, because we have all the primers, we'll be able to... Oh my god! Really? We don't even get to...
Kimari,
Dude,
why don't you use Lancet on it?
check this.
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
And sometimes,
Sounds cool.
it can help you win the entire game. Once you get Stone Breath, it's a wrap. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you. The only one doing anything out here. Should I save it? Personally, I like using Jump because it's the one he had. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's traditional. Thank you, Kamari. Alright. Should I? Well, yeah, like, we can read these, see? Oh, are these coordinates? Me, I don't fucking know. Or is it vicious? I think it's either somehow it's coordinates or we can swap the letters around, right? Why do I keep thinking vicious sweat? But I know that's not right. Swept to pets with vicious. I don't know. There's a lot of letters. Someone tell me. We can run right at that Ochu up there. Oh, it's Sphere Grid. I don't know. Someone tell me if I'm different from them, because apparently I am the only one that uses characters in this way. Oh, thank God we got free. I'm nervous, dude, because this is the only time. This is the first time in like 15 years where I haven't farmed on the boat. Okay, yeah, so what do I normally do? Now I'm nervous. I think I always go right? But first I go left. And now I'm nervous, like I'm gonna do everything wrong, but there's something I do right now where I do that, and then I go back. Yeah, okay, and then Lulu's pretty basic. She's just killing the game, as always. I'm really sorry if I go too fast with other characters, but unless you're, like, Lulu's just, and yeah, Yuna too, I guess. Thinks we're gonna get, Null Tide and all that shit, right? Okay. I don't know. I guess if anybody wants me to really go into... I don't know. Here's where I really fuck up. Am I going the right direction? And I think that's why I don't use walk. Whoa. Please don't break another controller. I don't like, what's the point? I can't... Okay. So, eventually we're gonna fight that Ochu up there. And it can fuck you up. So, you're gonna wanna... Oh, let's... I think... I don't really think this matters right now, but... Okay, we'll keep that. Throw that on. Excuse me. Throw that on. Throw that on. I guess call it a day. I don't want to get my ass kicked by that Ochu, though. That'd be embarrassing. So, let's, God, these make me nervous. Because it can... The last thing you want to do is get confused. Don't underestimate cheer. Kamari, do better. Lulu, doing something out here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you are too tedious. Okay. Well,
Told ya!
look at this cool chain wallet that we all had. Well, I didn't, but if it got super cool, just so everybody knows. Chain wallets. Oh, I guess we could start throwing Aeons at them. An Aeon, actually, Veil 4 might be able to take it out one hit with Energy Blast. That thing we got from the dog. Hobart, by the way, how are you? Are you dead? No? Okay. Man, 2 of them? That's what I mean, you're really risking it in Kilika. You're risking it more than you know. I don't think you're forced. Are you forced to fight the Ochu? I also don't want to fight a bunch of enemies and have you guys watch that. I think you would get old real quick. So... Look at it, look at it, that's what I mean. Kamari's dodging, he's moving, he's making it work. Man, dude. Please don't confuse me. I ain't about to waste this overdrive, are you serious? That might be able to do it too. Let's see, look at, I think that her outfit is 2 different pieces, which I like even more. I think the top is a corset and then the bottom is the skirt. See, you say that shit, and they make you think it's easy. It ain't, until someone gets confused. Right now, like I said, see, Kamari, let me show the people what I do with you. So, and then I go like this, and I slowly move my way back over, and I start going this way. I'm pretty sure that's what I do, but now I'm like, getting put on the spot, I'm like, oh god. But I know for sure, yeah, I do that more than once with Kamari, that's why I keep him out there. So, it's just really important right now, and like I said, I don't want to hinder the gameplay any more than I already did last night. That was fucking bad. I didn't even realize how long it was, and I was like, oh my god, it's still streaming. There should be something set for, like, if you don't fucking talk, or, like, don't move, it shuts down. And then I think you can cross this and go back to where you were just at. Talk to me. Why can't I see you? Doesn't this jungle look hot and gross and sweaty? Let's see. There's no way around the Ochu, right? There ain't no way around this thing. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Yuna, get out here.
I'm ready.
Veil 4, make me proud. See, you can skip the entire introduction. All you gotta do is change the settings. So when people are like, it takes too long, I'm like, you can change all of those settings, dude. That's all you gotta do.
Please, fight with us.
Thank you. You like my earring? It's really cool. And Aeons can't get confused. Let's get you up to overdrive status, my dude. I love Veil 4, man. I'm a sucker for a summon. Oh, also, I think I rewatched the 16 trailer, so tell me if I'm wrong in this. It is people actually have the ability to become those summons. This bloodline or whatever. I don't know shit about this game, but just from rewatching the trailer, I was like, oh, he says the thing we can do can tear. We have this ability, but it can tear us apart from the inside because we have this power. So I'm assuming this power is the fact that you can become these Aeons, or not Aeons, summons. So then I was like rewatching the trailer, and I was like, oh, they showed us Titan, they showed us Garuda, they showed us a couple of them. Phoenix is that little kid. Obviously, that guy with the black hair is going to be Ifrit. And then we don't know who Shiva is, and I'm assuming that might be one of the girls that are talking. and we don't know who Odin is, and we don't know who some other ones are, but then we have the entire military fighting underneath them, so it's like, I'm assuming those are like the royals or whatever, but I realized that rewatching the trailer, and I was like, that's a really cool concept, and anybody shitting on that, I'm like, no, I kind of like that. I kind of like that, but we don't know who, I mean, I'm sure I could dig around, but from the trailer alone, we don't know who Shiva, Rama, Odin, we don't know who they are. Yeah, this is what we were doing. Get out here. Shit. Shit. We might have to go back into the save sphere. Unless you can just...
Go! Fight on!
Now I'm remembering, and I'm like, God, this is horrible for people to watch. Killing it. Scaly tail. Cool wings. Look at me go. But Veil 4 is our version of, like, Phoenix. But yeah, no, that kid is Phoenix. That one guy's Ifrit. Like, I thought it looked cool. My one buddy's channel, he, yeah, check out all the Kingdom Hearts people. They're really awesome. Oh my god, did we skip the Ochu? Is this how you skip it? Did we just walk right past it? Fuck you. Are you guys fucking kidding me right now? You can skip that?
These stone steps have a history, you know.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
I'm pissed off right now. We just skipped that whole Ochu? I was so nervous. Are you guys running in sandals? I'm sure you couldn't do that.
A race, huh?
In flip-flops, yeah.
Think you can beat me?
I have tennis shoes on.
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
That's what I mean too. Even Yuna's like funny.
Ah, huh? Hey!
Like you know what I mean? Like she's like trying, like she's genuinely like, no, I'm playing this little prank. Like whether you think it's cheesy or cringy or not. Same thing with the laugh. Like it's blatantly supposed to be cringy, and I always really like that. And I always like that it's like even though this fucked up thing is going on, Yuna's still like, no, I'm gonna be myself and funny and whatever. I really like that. Kamari, talk to me. See, still not talking to me. Lulu, talk to me. Say what?
Kids.
Dude, you're like 23. God. My hip hurts, so this storm might have started. Oh, Dustin, is it storming out by you? It'll hit you first, won't it? My family is so over the top when it comes to storms. They're like, oh, the storm of the fucking century's coming. And then I'm like, what is this? We're about to go into a boss battle, by the way. But, no, it'll hit you first, won't it? Because my mom was like, don't let the cat out. The storm's gonna be real bad. And I'm like, okay. I guess I'll listen to you. But then I'm like, it might just sprinkle. Who knows?
No! Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Do you guys know my union still hasn't responded to me? And like I said, this is like my dad dying. Like, I'm not okay. Final Fantasy X is getting me through this. Let's go. Now, let me show you how Lulu kills the game. I think now, Yuna, get out of here. We don't really need you. Tidus, swordplay, spiral cut. Take these guys out. I was gonna say, I think Lulu is the only one that can attack inside the shell. Kamari, take it out. Thank you. That's what I mean. Me and I almost called him Kamari. Me and Omari at work are literally the Yuna and Kamari of Trimline 2. He looks out for me, and I just try to hold everybody together like a family. And be like, everybody smile, remember to be nice to each other, stop being mean. Just fuck you. Okay, no, it will suck your... Okay, no.
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast at its body.
I got it. I was gonna say... There's some... That shell will stay closed even after these little fingies are gone. So take out the fingies, and then Lulu can attack inside the shell. Oh wait, is it gonna open up? Don't you poison me, you fuckface. Lulu. Now, there's a couple scenes that happen where whoever you heal the most are who you end up with. And usually I end up with Lulu, only because her defense is low. I know she didn't mean to do that back there, but... well, it's my fault for not looking out. I'm getting careless, is what's happening. So, what we're gonna do... like I said, Lulu's the only one who can, attack inside of that. Well, and Kamari, but... and do serious damage. For now. Because it'll open up in a minute. What am I doing? Why did I just hit that with my fat little gator paws? Thank you, Kamari. And like I said, cheer will help you up to, it will level you up to 5 times. Do you guys want to know the most fucked up part about my work? The other shifts aren't even running. Just my shift is running. So I haven't had a full check in a month. I'm broke as fuck. I can barely get by. I'm about to not have a car in a week. And, my union can't even get back to me, and they're the ones who fucking pushed for my suspension. Came back for a week. Uncle gets sick. I'm back for a week. Uncle dies. Not one person has gotten back to me. Not one. All because they allowed crimes to take place, and when I reported it, they lied on me. And so instead of doing the right thing and helping me, now they want me to get fired, or they want to push me to quit. And I'm like, it ain't happening, bitch. I ain't quitting. So, I have to go to the... I made a doctor appointment for tomorrow. And they said, fine, we'll put you off work. When really, I wanted to come back to work. And so now I have to just pray to God that they don't pretend to lose my paperwork. Or pretend like it didn't get faxed over. Because that's what they like to do. Nothing's electronic. They'll go, oh, we didn't get your paperwork. Oh, we didn't get that. Oh, we don't have... okay, yeah, I'm sure you fucking don't, asshole. Or maybe you're just a fucking scumbag and you are trying to push me to my breaking point. Veil 4, get out of here, dude. Oh, look at how cute that statue is behind him. Is that a fish? I don't know, but I like it. You know what I haven't done in a while? Fished. Actually gone fishing. I like fishing. It's calming. Killing it. Oh yeah, give me that, give me that. Okay, you guys want to see Energy Blast? Fuck them up. Swing that neck around. Do a little backflip, backflip, neck swing. Nice. Oh, he swings his ponytail. Killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it. And that, my friends, is Energy Blast. That is the attack that you get out of that little dog's mouth before you leave Besaid, and it will help you through this whole game. I don't know how I've figured out the dog thing. I think it was an accident, playing it 200 times. I want a Coke.
Yeesh.
Ooh, a Slurpee sounds nice.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Let's check out my family. Oh shit.
Being a guardian's
I got tons of texts.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
I feel like a dingus when I'm texting people back. Like, I'm like, should I... My buddy says he has a migraine. He said, I have a migraine and a shit ton of weed. And then he feels all bad because he can't open his eyes. And I'm like, you need to get these migraines looked at, my dude. Anybody have migraine help? Somebody tell me about migraine. I think he's got back problems. I think that... Cause, look out for that, guys. Because I get migraines, like, for real. Like, I have a preventative and stuff. And you know when they start to go behind your eyes? It's like the worst thing ever, man. But he's saying that he can't play Diablo. Because I said I'm streaming Final Fantasy. And he's like, I've been playing the fuck out of Diablo, but my eyes hurt so bad from the migraines. And I know that he used to wrestle and shit, so I don't know if it was like an injury or what. But I'm like, you need to get this looked at, my bud. And then I think Omari texted me. Oh my god.
Too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkin anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people sin gets to don't die. Maybe sin carries them through time. Like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth.
This is rough.
Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore.
Jesus.
Your brother won't just pop back.
God.
Oh, and one more thing.
But I like this.
No matter how much you want it, no one can take
Oh, not
Chappu's
that.
place.
That's
no one
wrong.
can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
See, I like that. I like that she doesn't just come at Waka, she comes at everybody.
I could never be what Chappu was.
I don't know, he's like that he compares himself to his younger brother.
Well,
it's
stuff
kind of
happens.
weird.
Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Because Lulu will fuck your day up. But I liked that, ooh, Kilika Temple, everybody. But I always like that Lulu is essentially like, no, it's a hard truth, but it's a truth. And sometimes somebody needs to say that shit. And I love that about her character, because Yuna isn't the one to say that. So then that's what I mean about female characters. Like, someone would call that being a bitch. But guess what? It's not. It's just facts. And it's hard to say, but somebody needs to say it sometimes. So I always really like that. And I like that she doesn't just come at Waka. She comes at all of it. She's like, there's no replacing your dad, there's no replacing your dad, and there's no replacing your brother. It is, or my lover. It is what it is. It happened. So get over it. There's no point in harping on about it. But also, I think it is a little harsh, and I think that she does learn as... I think all these characters grow. But I always really like that about Lulu. But what I think that that's a perfect example of... Because Dustin, my fave Z subscriber ever, said, he was like, I never thought that Waka deserved Lulu. And I always really like that they're kind of opposites, and that's a real thing. Like, opposites attract. Like, I'm very outgoing. I love talking to people. I love dragons and Final Fantasy and all this shit, and I love it. So it's like, normally when I talk to somebody, I need somebody who's like, I'm chilling. Abby, you talk enough for 4 people, so I don't really need to, like, it's just normally what I'm attracted to, is somebody who's, I'm very flighty and go by the seat of my pants. I need somebody who's, like, organized and, like, this is the plan, this is how things are gonna go, yada yada. Normally, of course, I like having the same interests as somebody, that's, you know what I mean, but normally, I'm not, like, I can't take somebody who's trying to stay up to par with me on, like, you want to fight about dragons from Game of Thrones and who knows more. Like, my crazy ex is, me and him, like, a lot of the same shit, and I would say sometimes it became a problem because we would, like, debate it too hard, you know. So it's not like I'm saying you can't like the same interests, but I do like that Lulu and Waka are so opposites. Now let's see the people that I want to punch in the snoot but are gonna beat our ass in the tournament. That'll be fun. The fucking Luca motherfucking goers. Bitches. Absolute bitches. We're about to deal with these bitches. And then we're gonna save off. Fuck you. And fuck your outfits. Stupid looking outfits. Who wants to wear a collar?
You gotta pray for victory too.
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why are you here?
We've been praying for some competition this
Oh,
year.
Mari feels all bad because my sister. Nobody feel bad. I'm just like,
do your best
I don't know what to do.
Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Don't say that.
Ooh, play away.
Please
Just
stop,
remember,
Titus.
Even kids can play, boys.
Well,
See you in the final.
you have a collar on, and it's probably uncomfortable.
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
No, I don't know anybody.
Down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jekt was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jekt. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
I feel for anybody, like, I'm trying to text my friend back right now. I feel for anybody because of what my uncle went through. Like, I want to bring more awareness to this shit. Like, for real, like, dish arthritis... I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's like you're turning into a giant bone, and they didn't find out that my uncle had that until way later on in life, and we don't know if it's hereditary, we don't know anything like that, and it always broke his heart. He was always, like, I could tell working in the factory and me and having my body hurt, like, really bothered him. But that's why, like, anytime anybody tells me, like, oh no, I had this issue with my back, I had this issue with this, and I get migraines, I get this, I'm always very, like... Maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. Now, remember to check these motherfucking rooms on the side of the temples, because normally they have shit, but... Whatevs. I guess not. Okay, we're gonna go into the temple, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna come back. But, yeah, no, I always try to be there for people when they're like, no, I have this issue, especially when it comes to spines, necks, migraines, stuff like that, and... Because of what my uncle had. And I was always like that, but... Now that he's not here, I feel like I really need to be like that, you know? So I'm like, dude, I think you need to do this, this, and this. Oh, I always pray with Waka, like I said. Why not? You can be supportive without...
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
Because like I said, just because you pray doesn't mean that your faith is the same. Maybe you're just in your own little meditation or something. And it's like, you can always be supportive of your friend. Why not? That's how I feel about it personally.
A summoner, are you?
Here's a perfect example of being a rude-ass bitch.
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna?
See, I can be polite. I can just... I'm just telling you, I'm Yuna. I'll let you know. I don't need to be rude about it.
And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust.
Ooh.
I trust them all with my life.
Aww.
To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor.
Tell her, Yuna.
Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either.
Let me tell you, bitch.
So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
See, that's how you tell someone.
Do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
That's how you get told without being a bitch and being mean and being rude. See, Yuna knew
a guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me?
I just asked you to be my guardian like 5 minutes ago and you didn't let me.
What's she smiling about?
I do like Yuna's outfit. Oh, we can rate outfits that you can fight in when we come back. Oh, Hobie, good morning. Okay, let's go get drinks. Let's save off. We'll be back. And like I said, we're not going to go all crazy, but I think I can get the destruction spheres. Kilika Cloister coming up. Oh, that's a sphere grid. I'm a dum-dum. Sorry again for yesterday, guys. I don't even want to... I was so embarrassed. Oh my god, and it's my other sister's birthday and I didn't even say happy birthday. God, I'm a bad sibling. Fuck. Alright, comment, like the video, share.